Shalom, and welcome to week 3 of Hebrew 2. I want to start today by looking at Psalm chapter 23, verse 2, and continuing our working on the parsing and translation of Psalm 23. And in this particular video, I'll work on Psalm 23 2 with you and help you along with your parsing and translation. And then also we will go over the vocabularies for chapters 20 and 21, which will be this week's vocabulary. So first, let's look at Psalm 23 and try to pronounce this along with me because you should have your parsing sheets up in front of you by now. Beno, Deshe, Yar Bitsani, Al Me, Menayahot, Yene Haleni. And that's going to translate in pastures, Benot, Deshe, grass, Yar Bitsane, he will cause me to lie down, Al Me, beside waters, Menayahot, resting place, Yene Halene, he will guide me. So the first word that we have up there, Benot, is just translated in pastures, and it's prefixed with the bet. Then Deshe is just grass, not just any grass, but lush green, very vibrant grass. Yar Bitsane. This is a stem that we've not had yet, so I'm perfectly comfortable going ahead and giving this one to you. This is a hefil, and a hefil is a causative stem, and it's a hefil imperfect, third masculine singular. It's from the root resh, comets, bay, pathak, Zion. He will cause me to lie down would be your translation. Then Alme is just your connecting beside waters. Menayot, resting place. And then your last word is another verb in a stem that you've not had yet. Yene halene. It's a PL. It's a PL imperfect, third masculine singular, from noon, comets, hey, pathak, lamed. He will guide me. And so the translation for this, in green pastures, he will cause me to lie down. He will guide me beside still waters for a resting place. And that's verse 2 of Psalm 23. So Psalm 23, verse 2. So we have our first two verses down. Now let's go over our vocabulary. Let's start with chapter 21. And I'm on page 249 in my textbook. Ahaz, to seek, to seize, to grasp, to take. Tameh, to become unclean or to be unclean. Yatsar, to form or to fashion, to shape or create. Noose, to flee, escape. Naga, to touch, to strike, to reach. Savav, to turn, go around, march around, to surround. Safar, to count. Samek, to rejoice, to be joyful, to be glad. Shavar, to break, smash, to shatter. Yachav, together at the same time. Yayin, wine. Avodah, work, labor, service, also worship. Ava, congregation or assembly. Bilti, not, except, but it usually is going to appear as lavilti with the infinitive construct. So now let's go over to chapter 21 and look at our vocabulary there. And that's going to be found on pages 256 and 257. Zavak, to slaughter. Hana, to decline, camp, encamp or lay siege. Nuach, to rest, settle down. Nasa, to pull, to set out, start out. Panach, to turn. Pathak, to open. Ravath, to pursue, follow after, chase or persecute. Sane, to hate. Sha'ar, to remain, to be left, to survive. Bahma, high place or hill. Huchak, statute ordinance. And please make sure on vocabulary, when you see this word, that you recognize it is statute, STATUTE, and not statue, STATUE. There's a difference between a statute and a statue. So please watch your spelling on that. Yamin, right hand or south. Mishkan, dwelling place or tabernacle. Nahal, stream, brook or wadi. And Ra'av, famine and hunger. And that's it. Psalm chapter 23, verse 2, and vocabulary for week 3.